especially in dark times, is an important act. Storytelling can help us look within and understand ourselves better. It can be an act of generosity towards others to make us feel less alone. It can help us look for joy and hope. It can help us to understand complex things that are beyond our control. So with all that said, here's my manifesto on why all this matters now. 1. Your story matters. 2. Learning the technical side of writing is essential, but it should never, ever override your instincts. 3. You know your story. You know it better than anyone, but you must also know why you want to tell it, why you're the best person to tell it, and why you need to tell it now. 4. Right now, the only person that matters is you, and you, the listener, are the person that you, the writer, needs to service. The listener you demands this story. The writer you has this story to tell. The writer you should meet the listener you's demands in the best way you can. 5. Writing is incredibly hard. 6. This book, like every other creative writing book, is one way of doing it. You have to find your own way, your own voice, your own path as a writer. 7. If you don't tell this story, will anyone else? If the answer is no, how does that make you feel? Most writing guides are too focused on making your work publishable, on revealing what will make a publisher set up and go, "Send this to the publishing factory immediately, it's perfect, you're the next," insert current cool white writer du jour here. The vast majority of writing guides are functional in that way. They help you to get published, help you write a bestseller, help you morph what you want to do to fit a publisher's vision. I cannot help you get published. We're going to do things differently. Writing a bestseller isn't why you're reading this book. This book is for those of you who want to write, know you have a story to tell, know you have something important to say, and don't know how to start, how to go on, and what to do when you're done. This book is concerned with one thing and one thing only. You need to tell your story. Only you can write the book that you want to write. Only you can tell the story you want to tell in the way it needs to be told. My aim is all about taking you back to that original intent, why you want to write and what you want to write, and how you can get the best out of your work. If we don't think our stories are the most important ones out there, why will anyone else? I remember once talking to a friend about creating work. He put it simply, be the first customer of anything you do. Besides the obvious, the only equipment you're going to need over the course of this book and its prompts are as follows. Time, thought. That's it. There'll be lots of opportunities to write, either responding to the various prompts I give you or developing the project you want to work on. Why do we tell stories? Why are we compelled to tell stories? This is a question I sit with a lot. What is the function of a story, of fiction, of journalism, of recording a life experience for you in some form? Can writing ever truly teach us empathy? Should it be a mirror to show ourselves who we are? Should it be a window into the universes of others? What about entertainment? Can it be all of those things? None? What expectations should we place on the story, on the storyteller? Can a screenwriter create a world in a technical schematic or script? Can sci-fi offer escapes or parallels? What about non-fiction? Can it ever escape the limits of its writer's lens in order to tell us objectively about ourselves? Do blogs change the world? Why do stories matter? These are big questions. And if there was an easy answer, believe me, I'd just say it here and retire. I tell stories to make sense of the world as I see it. The world I have lived and experienced, read about and heard about, and what I want it to be. I tell stories to make sense of myself. Most stories tend to wrestle with a question, a big central thematic question. Some stories frame those questions as an argument and posit two characters on either side of it. Often, those questions can be boiled down to one or all of three things. Who am I? And what could I be? Who should I be? In a lecture titled The I Who Is Not Me, Zadie Smith, author of several critically acclaimed books, from novels to essays to short stories, said that fiction asks, what if things were other than they are? What if I was different than I am? Stories here ask us to look within and question not who we are in the present, but also who we have the capacity to be.